All right, welcome to the Ironwood Gym. Start off by saying, always trying to get some more subscribers and stuff to the channel. So if you do like what you're seeing on these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, share it with your lifting buddies or your fellow coaches that you think could get something out of this as well. It is an educational channel, and it covers a broad number of issues as far as anything related to strength, because we are always in the pursuit of strength. So today I want to last weekend I was on a podcast called The One and Only Show. I believe it's on Spotify. Hasn't dropped. It's February 8th today. It has actually not, it's not up yet, but next week it should be. So you're looking at like February 12th or 13th. It should have dropped on Spotify. So go check that out. But I don't really affiliate or not around much of the general fitness population. I don't go to health clubs or fitness or gyms, commercial gyms very often, hardly ever. Generally not my thing. So sometimes I'm unaware of the trends that are going on or what's going through other people's minds as far as strength and as far as performance and fitness and those things. So one of the things I realized that there is a huge gap between what happens at the strength conditioning level, like the coaching, like the college and professional, even high school strength coaches, and the lifting world, which are probably a little bit more in line as far as weightlifters, power lifters, strongmen. They are definitely two separate things, the coaching world and the lifting world, but probably have a lot more similarities, thought processes, that a lot more relatable. Then there's the fitness world, which is a whole separate thing. Okay, so personal trainers, and I'm using this stereotypically, some personal trainers are more into the fitness side, where some personal trainers do actually venture into that lifting world and the strength conditioning world. But what I realized is that the whole mindset and the thought process and the perception of what really goes on and how things are between the lifting and coaching world, which I'll put here, is vastly different from the fitness world. And I think one of the reasons is that in the lifting and coaching world, we are focused more on performance. We're focused on building strength, building speed, building power, building work capacity. We're focused on improving abilities to perform, either as lifters or within the sport of the athletes that you're working with. And we can define a lot of what we do by, did he get stronger? Did she get faster? Were they able to last longer, whether it be through a game or through a race? There's a lot of different parameters I'm trying to, it's a statistics term that I'm trying to think of and I can't think of it right now. But there are measurements that we can take, metrics that we can look at to know whether we are accomplishing our goals or not. Okay, and the level of training in the performance world is difficult. It's very difficult. It's very demanding. It is also should be, not always, but should be very directed. Okay, so if I'm training for maximum strength, I am going to utilize parameters that will improve maximum strength. If I'm training for speed, I'm going to be utilizing parameters, whether it be in the weight room or on the track or on the field, that will help improve my speed, my maximal speed. And in anything we're trying to improve, flexibility, endurance, hypertrophy, if that's the case, you can measure or take pictures or whatever you want to do if you're trying to build muscle mass. Power. You can do measurements on power, whether it be through vertical jump or using a vertec or applying those numbers to different equations that will give us power output. So there are a lot of things that are very measurable, metrics we can take. We can measure what we're trying to accomplish and see if we accomplish those things or not. Our training, like I said, is very directed to accomplish specific tasks, or it should be. However, in the fitness world, things change. And while there can be metrics, I'd say the majority of people are just trying to stay in shape, whatever that means, because that is a very subjective term. And they don't really care or don't place heavy emphasis on what it takes to maximize their performance in any one area of fitness. In fact, they might not even have different areas of fitness. They may have one area or two areas and not understand how those relate into how different areas of physical work or training apply to a bigger picture. Because many times people are just working out to work out, okay? And they don't understand the difference between working out to build maximum size or to build maximum strength or to build speed. Because to the fitness world and those that are just going to work out, they're just going to work out. Some people do get into it a little bit more. They do pick goals to achieve, but the lack of education in the area, they really don't understand the specifics of how to achieve goals and then take those goals once you've achieved that to another level. Okay, and that's really, like, I like to use powerlifting as an example. Powerlifting is an extreme sport, and that you're not just going to get your bench to go up to 275, because once you get to 275, you have to get to 315. And once you get to 315, you have to get to 365 and then to 405. And it's never ending. You're always in the pursuit of building until you're done with the sport. You're never in a maintenance phase, which a lot of fitness people like to talk about. Well, I'm just I just want to maintain. That's never a thing for competitive athletes. That's never a thing for lifters. Okay, the maintenance does not. There are periods of time for maybe a month where, hey, I just finished a meet. I just want to maintain where I'm at right now. Actually, a lot of times people get worse after a meet, and that's by design to let their body recover. But that's a period of time where they're really not pushing. But then once they start training again, they are in a pursuit to accomplish maximum performance, take their body to another level, whether that's on the basketball court, whether that's in the gym, whether that's on the track, on the football field, on the tennis court. It doesn't matter. They are going to take their bodies to another level in whatever endeavor that they are chasing. The fitness world is about just kind of being in shape. And I'm not trying to offend anyone here. If you are someone who just likes to go work out, then by all means, enjoy your workouts, but understand what you are doing is not the same as what an athlete is doing. I don't care what type of workouts you do, unless you are taking your body to the limits and have specific goals that you are trying to accomplish, and you are very directed in your training to meet those specific goals, then you are just getting in workouts. And that's okay if that's what you prefer. But please understand that there is a difference between just working out and performance. These are two entirely different types of workouts. One is training, one is just working out to stay in shape. Hope this clears things up. Please ask any questions you have below, or give me those comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, but always stay in the pursuit of strength.